8:55 in the morning time on this Wednesday morning, June 24th, 2018. It is 5 to 9, and it's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, June 24th, 2018. Good morning to you all on this lovely Wednesday morning, June 24th, 2018. Top story Peter Channel Morning News. At 8:55, his day of bombshells take Miller probe to critical point. 4 takeaways from the short-lived shutdown. Sister of Paducah, Kentucky shooter victim. She couldn't believe that this could happen again. Toys R Us to close 180 stores across the U.S. Escape from Alcatraz as letter finally solved mystery of prison's most infamous escapees. Save the Children is attacked in Afghanistan. ISIS claims responsibility. Seoul warned U.S. may launch limited strike and preventive action against North Korea. CIA warns that Kim Jong-un could use the nukes as a coercive tool. Women arrested at exclusive men-only charity gala in London according to Financial Times. U.S. backed Syria forces denies an Islamic State in area targeted by Turkey. Larry Nassar says next for assault in gymnasts. Under fire for harassment, Congressman said aid divided behavior. Tsunami savvy, why the alert fizzled on what science says no. CNN's Don Lemon says threat we ordered responsible for threats against network. Seoul, South Korea. South Korean government revealing what kind of gifts of sporting gear can be given to a North Korean Olympic delegation. Seoul, South Korea. South Korea's conservative forces urged the government to request the North Korea to suspend a major military parade that will likely take place in February, the day before the Pyongyang Winter Olympics kickoff. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Tuesday announced that Canada and 10 other nations concluded talks to form a new trade deal started after TPP. President Trump and Senator Charles Schumer have visited a political feud after President's long-term promise border wall was pulled. The U.S. Department of State announced that the creation of the Cuba Internet Task Force aimed at increasing web access in an island nation. EU funds chipmaker Qualcomm $1.2 billion exclusively deal with Apple. General Electric earnings highlight challenges for fallen giant Tesla and GM self-drive cars involved in the road collisions, and Senate confirms Jerome H. Powell as Fed chairman. Looking at the stocks, the Dow. Down 3.79 points at 26,281. SP 5 up 6.16 points at 2839.13, and Nasdaq up 52.26 points at 7416.29. E-cigarettes nicotines raise risk of smoking report fines. Beer Chill News Time is 8:57 in the morning time on this Wednesday morning, and it is time now for a sports report. Last night, the Boston Celtics fell to the Los Angeles Lakers in LA 108-107, and the Boston Bruins defeat the New Jersey Devils 4-2 at the TD Garden. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be at the Staples Center in Los Angeles taking on the LA Clippers, and the Wheaton Lions basketball doubleheader. Men's basketball at 6 o'clock will be taking on Coast Guard, and the women's will be taking on Emerson at 8 o'clock. And Martinez record at the Hall of Fame ballot as DH is gaining respect. Peter Chill News Time is 8:58 in the morning time on this Wednesday morning, and it's time now for Peter Chill Traffic Check. Beep, beep. Let's study off on the MBTA and the Fitchburg trade. 4:10 8 a.m. from Rochester is up. Back to the product possibly 65-75 minutes per from Rochester to a mechanical issue. Worcester trade 5:10 7:24 from Worcester is up at 5:10 minutes per between Worcester and substation due to late arrival at bound equipment, and Stoughton train 9:06 8:30 a.m. and bound as part of Stoughton is up in 5:10 minutes late between Stoughton and substation due to late turnaround equipment. And the ferries are looking good. Okay, let's take a look at the Dowways and Boways of New England. 146 at the south side. It's a little slow just by Route 95. 95 at the south side, so between 126 and Route 146 in the Pawtucket area. Headed towards Providence. 95 at the northbound side. It is so between Crescent and downtown Providence. 146 at the southbound side. A little slow on the 1 second stretch. Jamestown, Mount Hope, and Newport bridges are looking good. Out of the Cape Cod Highways 20 at the southbound side. Little slow just around the Falmouth stretch. 95 at the northbound side. It is backed up between Deposit Street at the northbound and Route 120 gets at 485 at the northbound side. It is backed up between 85 and Knockton all the way out to Mass Pike in Westboro. Mass Pike eastbound side. But slow before Westboro. 485 at the southbound side. Also before Route 9 in Westboro. 24 at the northbound side. It is so between 27 at Brockton on the Route 128 gets at Route 3 at the northbound side. So between Hingham and the Braintree Split. 93 on the northbound side. It is backed up between the Braintree Split all the way down and the Dorchester 7 Expressway southbound side. So low around the Dorchester Stretch 128 at the northbound side. It is backed up between Dedham all the way to Route 20 Waltham. Mass Pike eastbound side. It is backed up between Route 9 and Fairmount all the way to the Ultimate Tolls. Mass Pike westbound side. So between Dollar down to South Boston. 93 at both ends of downtown Boston are backed up. 7 Expressway southbound side. So the Dorchester Stretch. 93 on the southbound side. It is so between Lawrence all the way to Zanker Bridge and downtown Boston. Route 1 on the southbound side. It is so between 16 and River on the 93 in Charlestown. Route 1 on the southbound side. So between 128 and Peabody all the way to Saugus. 120 at the northbound side. So between Route 1 and Dedham all the way to the Route 20 in Waltham. 128 at the southbound side. It is so between Linfield all the way to Route 2 in Lexington. Route 3 at the southbound side. So between Route 485 low all the way on to Route 128 in Burlington, stop and go. 485 at the both ends back to 3 and 38 in Billerica and Lowell, and 485 at the northbound side. It is back to Route 133 in Tewksbury. 485 on both ends back to Route 93 out in Lawrence. 93 at the northbound side. It is back to Route 125 and Andover to Route 485 up Lawrence. 485 at the southbound side, so to Route 117 in Sawyer to Route 290 in Barber. Central Massachusetts highways are looking good. Route 91 on the northbound side. It is backed up to Route 57 in Springfield. 91 on the southbound side. It is backed up just around Route 305. Woods Walk 38 to downtown Hartford Connecticut. 84 eastbound side. It is back to the Hartford stretch. And 91 on the northbound side. It is slow before I-84 Hartford Connecticut. Route 90 on the westbound side. It is slow at New Princeton stretch. 84 westbound side. A little slower on Waterbury stretch before Route 8 and Bear Parkway westbound side. It is backed up between Bridgeport all the way to Sanford and 95 at the northbound side. It is backed up between Fairfield all the way to Sanford, Connecticut. 91 southbound side. It is so at I-95 in New Haven. And up north, New Hampshire and Maine highways are looking good. And Interstate 91 at the northbound side. It is backed up at the Newport stretch. And 89 on the southbound side. It's slow at Champlain, New York, and Hollywood 50 on the northbound side. So it's 7 Quebec headed towards Montreal, Hollywood 55. It's slow for Route 141 in Quebec, Quebec. Peter Joe News Time is 9:01 on this Wednesday morning, and it is time now for a weather report. And looking at the radar satellite, looking to show some snow showers coming over much of the White Mountains of New Hampshire, through the northwest and central portions of Maine, and snow showers down on Holt, Maine, and on the western and eastern ports of New Brunswick, and snow showers of the line from the 90 corridor from Albany and then to Buffalo. Snow showers from north of Pittsburgh down around the northeast side, included the Cleveland area, and snow around Toronto, and snow down the southeastern portion of Quebec. And the temperature spread around the region. In the temperature spread around the region, it is in the 20s and 30s into northern New England and eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island and coastal Connecticut. Temperature is in the 30s to low 40s. And in northern New England, it's in the 20s to 30s with some teens up in the northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and northwestern Maine. Clear start to your morning with some clouds. Right now, the Norton temperature at 9:03, 38 degrees, humidity 72%. Barometer temperature 78 inches, rising rapidly 2.5, 30 degrees, and winds northwest at 10 miles an hour. Okay, looking at the weather outside. A sunny start to your morning with some clouds over the reservoir in Norton. All right. Our for Special weather statement: even though temperatures range around the mid-30s this morning, the ground beneath remains below freezing as subsequent leftover moisture from rain yesterday has become further overnight, resulting in the development of black ice, especially on the treated surfaces. Increased westerly winds and the eventual should result in poor conditions. Until then, drive with caution and take it slow and allow extra time to reach your destination. For today, goes like this: sunny sky about 37 degrees, west about 7 to 10 miles south, sway miles an hour. Tonight, most of the coast about 18 degrees in the northwest, about 47 miles an hour for Thursday. Partly south about 20 degrees, and northwest about 6 to 10 miles south, 20 miles an hour Thursday night. Most of the coast about 12 above, northwest about 5 to 8 miles an hour for Friday. Saturday, most of the coast about 32, about 22 degrees, and northwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Saturday. Most of the coast about 49 degrees. Saturday night, in church rain after midnight. Most of the coast will up about 38 degrees and church rain 40% for Sunday. Rain likely after 8 a.m. Most of the coast about 50 about 32 degrees and chest pressure 55% for Monday. On chest weighted snow, putty center the most cost about 41 about 22 degrees, chest pressure 40%, and for Tuesday, putty that's got about 30 degrees. And that's great for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, January 24th, 2018. I'm Peter J. Wilson. We have a good morning. Goodbye day to all. See you at noontime for noontime. Hope you have a good morning.